I'm here with John Renken with REMI Private Capital out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. How's it going today, John?
Doing great, doing great. Thanks.
You guys have been doing some private lending for a few years. How many years precisely?
We've been in the business since early 2000.
You got a little bit of experience then.
Yeah, we've been through some of the cycles of the real estate lending.
Okay. Now let's talk about what are you guys typically lending on? What's your kind of your bread and butter?
Our business model really is to try and help the real estate investor and the rehabber get in and really try and stimulate the real estate market. Those guys that are looking at buying distressed properties and looking at fixing them up and bringing them back to market.
Cool. Now, you guys are doing stuff here in New Mexico, but you're also doing stuff in different parts of the country, correct?
Correct. We really look at New Mexico, Arizona, Colorado, Southern California, Northern California, Texas are probably our major playgrounds that we'll look at.
Cool. Now let's talk about it. You guys are doing a couple different evaluations on how much you'll lend off of loan to value or ARV. You want to talk about those three different ways?
Yeah, when we're going in and analyzing a deal, we really look at three numbers. We're looking at purchase price, as-is value, and after repair value. When we're going in and doing stuff, we look at 1 to 4 unit residential properties, trying to go and stay within 65%. Again, if we're going to go in and be lending off of ARV, we try and tend to do some fund control, which will allow the investors to go in and fund some of the rehab money within the loan.
Okay. You doing residential and commercial deals, or primarily sticking on the residential side?
We will go in and look on a case-by-case at commercial properties. My partner Stephanie Skaggs has an extensive background in the commercial area, so we will go in and obviously review commercial stuff. But really our bread and butter and our business model is looking at that 1 to 4 unit non-owner occupied property. We lend to business entities, and we really look at trying to go in and keep it as non-owner occupied. Don't look at any manufactured home stuff. It's all still built.
Okay, let's talk about time frame. How long are your loans period?
We try to look at short-term financing. Initially we'll look at 6-month financing, but we will allow for extensions if necessary in order for the investors to get the rehab project done.
Okay, let's talk about cost points. What's your typical loan cost to an investor?
Stuff when we're doing lending here in the New Mexico market, we're at 12%, 5 points, which we tend to find being fairly competitive with what's going on in the overall market.
That is really good. You're probably going to be a little bit higher depending on if it's outside of New Mexico then?
We really try and stay within the frameworks of whatever the state guidelines are. We are obviously not doing any kind of usury in any of the states that we are lending on. So depending on the state, we really will go in and it's really falling in the state guidelines.
Okay. Now let's also talk about, are you personally qualifying individuals? If they're a brand new investor versus being a seasoned one, does that help them since you're lending to a business entity?
What we really look at is we are lending to a business entity, but we are expecting personal guarantees. We're not really focusing too hard on credit. It's more on the deal itself. We are an asset-based lender, so it's really the project, the equity position, and one of the things we really try and concentrate on is what our borrower has as an exit strategy.
Great. Now, what's the phone number that these people can reach out to you and ask you any more questions?
Easiest number to reach me at is at 505-239-9738. That's 505-239-9738, and our website is at REMIPrivateCapital.com.
Which is on the screen there right below your face, which you can't see, but everybody else can.
Yes.
Anything else you'd like to add?
No, I'd just love to be able to look at deals and help any of you investor rehabbers out there who are looking to try and get some financing.
Is there one quick question before we wrap up? Is there a minimum that you look loan amount that you look to stay above?
We really try and stay anything above $25,000. We really like to make sure that when the investor or rehabbers are doing stuff that they obviously are making money. When they're making money, we realize that there's opportunity to go in and get out of the deal.
Great. Any other fees involved with it besides the 12 and 5? I'm sure there's some processing fees and stuff like that.
It's normal processing fees. We go in and we do use a title company, so obviously there's going to be title closing fees. There are appraisal requirements. We do expect title insurance. So normal closing costs on a transaction, as well as ours being our 5 points.
Great. Thank you very much.